Well, I don't think he's going to die. No, he could get hurt.
He did behave in his last fight. You recall a decision over Arlen Norris, but he was very cautious, Bobby, and plain dull. Can he take that same tact, that same approach, and be successful against a guy like Tyson?
That type of approach, that type of performance will get him annihilated and annihilated early. I don't think it's possible. He said he was hurt in that fight. He had some problems under his left arm by his rib cage. I don't think it's possible to fight anything even remotely close to that and survive, never mind win.
There's an explanation for Golota's tardiness. Let's get it from Jim Gray.
Well, there's been some controversy the last day and a half, according to the promoters of this fight, Tommy Hearns and Dan Goossen. Andrew Golota did not want to wear the Everlast gloves. He wanted to wear a different brand of gloves. He was not happy with the ones that were picked out for him by the commission that he had to select at the meeting. And up until the last minute, he had refused to put them on, and they finally convinced him to put them on and come out and fight. Steve?
Thanks, Jim. Everlast more of a boxer's glove.
I'll tell you what, I think that this glove is better for Golota and not as good for Mike. If I were Mike, I'd want the Rays. I'd want the power puncher's gloves. I don't understand it.
Let's go back to Jimmy Lennon Jr. to bring on Mr. Tyson.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring to the music of Cash Money recording artist, Cash Money Millionaires. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, you heard me?
Watch out! Alright, we're gonna do this for my homeboy Mike Tyson! Look! You know me, I don't need no introduction to this. Ride business around the city on butts and this. I'm hanging wrist breaking this, sun to this. Drop the top, pockets high, bumping the this. Be as you get it right, don't tangle and twist it. Every night, don't tangle and twist it. Let me bang it, he twinkle. And twinkle and glisten. You can call it with the pin. With the platinum grill. The platinum tape. The platinum wine. And the platinum.
Tyson said this a fight that is meant for him. He's very excited about it. Says his strategy is no different for Golota than anyone else. Not worried about low blows, saying they don't hurt if you have a cut, and doesn't think Golota brings anything to worry him in the ring. His trainer, Tommy Brooks, thinks he'll destroy Andrew Golota. How pivotal is the first round?
The first round is key for both fighters, but especially for Mike, because if Andrew Golota can hit Mike, hurt Mike, push Mike back a little bit in the first round, Mike's got a whole new thing to deal with. He's got to deal with a guy who's going to be here and is prepared. If Mike gets his thing going early, this fight is done.
With that, do you look for him to come out swarming, trying to take Golota out expeditiously, or will he look to rough him up, take him out of his game, make him do something foolish?
Mike never looks to let anyone get outside the first round. He looks to take it to you and put what he calls the big hurt on you. He looks to put it on you as often and as early as possible.
All right, let's check the numbers as we go to the tail of the tape. Tyson turned 34 in June, 2 years older. Big 5-inch height advantage, 7-inch reach advantage. Golota at yesterday's weigh-in, as mentioned, Tyson 222, Golota 240. And the key Michigan rules for this non-title fight. The standing 8 count is in effect. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the final round. If an accidental headbutt occurs before the end of the 5th round, the fight's ruled a technical draw. If it happens after the end of round 5, they go to the scorecard. So here at the Palace of Auburn Hills, better than 16,000 on hand, ready for the main event. Mike Tyson versus Andrew Golota. The official introductions from our ring announcer, the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Fight fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. A heavyweight showdown scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the Palace of Auburn Hills, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing white trunks with red trim, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, by way of Warsaw, Poland. He weighed in at an even 240 pounds with a record of 36 wins, 4 losses. He has 29 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the WBC number 9 ranked heavyweight contender, introducing the hard-hitting Andrew Golota. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, really needing no introduction the world over, entering the ring wearing his traditional black trunks and hailing from Catskill, New York. He weighed in at 222 pounds with a record of 48 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. He has 42 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the youngest man ever to capture the world title, the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the one and only Iron Mike Tyson. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Frank Garza, now to give instructions. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled in this our main event of the evening.
Only the chief second in the box are in the ring. Everybody else has to be out. Only the chief second. Only the chief second. Only the chief second.
Going on here now, Bobby. I mean, somebody's got to make their way to the center of the ring.
I personally think it's ridiculous. I think the referee's waiting for everybody to get out of the ring, except for the chief second, which are the trainers, and the fighters themselves.
It's a familiar sight of Tyson pacing like a caged tiger, and already, before the fight starts, Frank Garza has some punch.
I can see Mike's belly button right there, and that's going to be the line. So anything on his trunks or cups, I'm going to consider a low blow. His is up a little high. His belly button's right there, so I'm going to give Mike right here that red line. You got it? Okay. We already went through all the directions in the dressing room. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
Any questions in this corner? Okay, gentlemen, let's do it right. Touch them up. May the best man win.
Garza looking to take charge from the outset. 21 of Tyson's 42 knockouts. Unbelievable animated graphic stuff from trainer Al Certo. Bobby Ches, what do you make of that wild sequence? I mean, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Steve, I've never seen a fight between a trainer and a fighter to continue fighting where the trainer wants him to, and he doesn't want to. He's either hurt, or he's scared, or he's a whole lot of both.
Golota actually wanted to stop the fight after round 1 and again after round 2. Let's go to Bill Boggs in the dressing room.
Okay, we're here in Andrew Golota's dressing room. We got trainer Al Certo, promoter Ray Shaw, but let's talk to the man himself. Mr. Golota, Andrew, the crowd is stunned. They can't believe it. What happened?
First of all, it wasn't my day today, but I got a headbutt. A referee didn't respond pretty much well as he's supposed to.
But you're a warrior, Andrew. You're a fighter. But you're a fighter. The crowd pays.
I got dizziness in my head. That's it.
What made you dizzy? Was it that first knockdown? What about the knockdown? Did you really recover from that knockdown at the end of the first round?
Actually, I was just sleep. You know, I hasn't been hit very well. You know, just I was sleep. I was sleep on the down, and then that's it. I stood up.
What do you say to the people who are driving home now, the people who spent the $49.95 for the pay-per-view, the people who were rooting for you, your fans and boxing fans all over the world, at this great and grave disappointment to the sport?
Listen, boxing is a very, very difficult sport, you know, and I'm sorry for all